How cool is this? Just stepped off the old Lichfield Canal restoration. Bit of drama there, but ooh, interesting. Hi, this is Narrowboat Nige. I'm with the Inland Waterways Association. We're down here promoting the great work that is being undertaken by Canal and River Trust, and these guys generally hold them to account. Am I correct?
And we work with them.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are we promoting here today, guys?
Go on, Helen. Well, the canals, we're trying to save the canals from dereliction the way they're going at the moment. So,
Yeah.
We're a campaign.
Government to give us some more money. That the benefits they get from the canal is far outweigh what they're prepared to put in.
Of course, and I'm, as you probably know, I'm ambassador on the Lichfield and Atherton Restoration Trust's efforts to restore the Lichfield Canal, and obviously the Atherton Canal. And as it stands, as it exists, the towpaths are absolutely incredible. It would be nice to be able to walk all the way from Udlesford all the way to Oagley, but we can't do that, unfortunately. But what a wonderful thing that would be on its own. That's one thing that I look forward to. Whether it gets restored in my lifetime is another matter, you know, but we can hope. But
that's the beauty of these restoration schemes, is that most of the people that are working hard on them won't be actually here to see them come to fruition, but they're doing it for future generations.
Of course, of course.
Which I think is brilliant.
We've all benefited from them, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The Stratford on Avon Canal wouldn't have been open had it not been for the Inland Waterways Association.
McKenna and Avon, look at
Dennis
that.
and Avon,
Yeah.
a whole load of other ones, yes. Yeah. I mean, really, when you think about it, it's over 600 miles that have been restored, since the IWA was formed.
Of course, we were formed, when we were formed in the 50s, late 40s, early 50s, they were closing canals and making them derelict because they thought there was no future in them. We started campaigning, holding rallies, and amazingly thousands of people were turning up at these rallies, and the government suddenly thought, hang on, there's a future in these canals for leisure. Nobody had thought of it before, and that was basically what happened. We started the ball rolling, and we're still here now.
It's great, and you've been obviously talking to the boaters
helping them through the locks
at Barton Turn today, selling your wares. Absolutely fantastic. So what other locations do you go to just besides here? Do you just stick a pin in the map and just go to that? Or
we're what they call Lichfield branch, so we cover the whole of this part of the Midlands.
Right.
And then we've got branches all over the country, but if anybody's interested in joining, if they just Google Inland Waterways Association, it tells you all about us. We're also heading this Fund Britain's Waterways campaign, not just us, but there are about over 100, I think it's 120 organisations, in order to get the government to put more money into the canals, because at the moment they're going to fall into dereliction. I'm old enough to remember in the 50s and 60s when there were smelly ditches, you wouldn't want to go for a walk along them, or a cycle, or a jog, or whatever.
I remember the Nottingham Canal very well. Even the bits that were in water around Trow, which is sadly not anymore. But I'm talking like 50, 60 years ago when I used to play around them. So,
I mean, we've got to think of the future and future generations.
Of course we have.
And wildlife, when they silt up and weed over, then the aquatic life dies off
and suffers as a consequence.
And they're a heritage. We need to keep them going because they're a marvellous heritage, a working heritage.
Of course.
There are so many reasons, and the government funding aspect is minuscule in compared to what to what is needed. And they're saying, oh, we're actually increasing it, but they're not. In real terms, they're decreasing
it. Of course.
There's a campaign called Fund Britain's Waterways. If anybody's interested, just Google it. There's no money needed. It's just a petition, basically. If you're concerned about the future of the waterways, whether you're a boater, whether you're a pedestrian, cyclist, fisherman, fisher person, please sign the petition, basically.
Thanks, Neil. And I've been surprised actually, because I've been trying to get onto the Lichfield Canal down at Darnford Moors Ecology Park to see the WRG group do their works, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get on there. So Christine, if you're watching, I've got these guys behind me now, and I wasn't fully aware that it was all interconnected, and that is the case, isn't it?
Waterways Recovery
Yeah,
Group,
of course.
who go out to
Yeah.
these restoration schemes
Yes.
for like a week at a time, a fortnight at a time, and help
Yeah.
them. That is part of the Inland Waterways Association.
And that's great.
And
That's
we've
great.
been supporters of Lichfield and Hatherton. We do make regular donations to them as well. We think it's a marvellous project.
Of course, and there are some pictures here. There's
Yeah.
Bob, look, just there.
Yeah, that's me presenting Bob
Yeah.
with a cheque.
That's
Yeah,
right. So lovely gentleman.
and
yeah.
also Stafford Riverway Link.
Of course, I ought to take a look
Ashby
at
Canal
that.
Society. So we support all the
Yeah.
local.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a big fan of the Ashby as well as the Chesterfield. It would be nice to see the Ashby,
Yes.
the 5 mile section,
Oh, yes,
come back
yes.
to life. That would be
But
amazing. You know.
It's like anything; it's pitifully slow sometimes for not,
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
beyond people's control. But
Yeah.
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 We've got to look to the future and what amenities we can provide for people.
Brilliant.
You know.
Thanks, Neil. Really appreciate you
Okay,
taking
thank
the
you.
time
Nice
to
to
talk
see
to
you
me.
anyway.
I'll take a few other snaps and whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice to see you pitch up early. I've been really busy today,
Yeah.
so doing things on the boat and stuff
Yeah,
as you do. So
Yeah.
no, appreciate your time, mate. I really
Okay.
do. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
No, that's super. Thank you.
Well, I've had an absolute blast down here, and finishing up for the day, the Inland Waterways Association have extended the hand of hospitality, and obviously me being me, as you all know, regulars to the channel, I reciprocate every single time because I absolutely love that kind of behaviour. I love the friendliness and fun aspect of the canals and rivers. I always have, going right back many years, and I always will. The drearier side, the breaches, all that bad stuff, don't come here, go somewhere else. We don't cover that here on Narrowboat Nige. We just cover the good stuff because that is where we are on the canals. We need to keep them going. They were virtually closed for good, and if it wasn't for people like this who are still labouring hard, many of them for 50 years or more, regeneration of the canals is very often down to these people, and let's hope that it continues going forward. Thanks for watching. See you all again in my next video. Take care.